All week I felt incredibly proud that this summit has been held in Belfast. 25 years on from the signing of the Good Friday Agreement, and the north of Ireland is thriving. We welcome global companies from around the world who provide job opportunities and economic growth, where young people actually have options and we have agency over our lives. However, whilst this has been true for me, I'm white. I come from a two-parent, middle-income household. I went to a grammar school and then started an apprenticeship at a global company before deciding, oh, you know what, I think I'll go to university instead. The point I'm trying to make is that my truth is one of great privilege, and it's not the shared reality of everyone in our society. The fact remains that the effects of the Troubles continue to fracture lives. The communities across the north continue to operate under the grips of paramilitary control, and that trauma, whether it be through our own lived experience or intergenerational trauma filtering down from the conflict, remains rife and unresolved. One Young World exists alongside the UN Sustainable Development Goals, the premise of which is leave no one behind. And so whenever we leave here and we think about how we can pursue the SDGs for a more equal and just world, we need to remember the premise of leave no one behind. This includes those who are homeless, who suffer from substance abuse, those who can't hold down a job because of poor mental health issues, the Irish traveller community, refugees and asylum seekers, and the list goes on. Unfortunately, here in Belfast, we've seen a rise of racially motivated attacks and racist intimidation. And we can't stand here, although Belfast has undoubtedly come a long way in 25 years, we can't stand here and talk about peace and reconciliation if that same peace can't now be extended to the growing communities of people that now call Ireland home. And the misplaced anger towards those seeking safety and opportunities in the north must be redirected towards the failure of the state and to the ineffective, hostile asylum system that is preventing asylum claims being processed in a reasonable time, and that is ultimately preventing hundreds of people from engaging as active members of society. At Friends of Africa, we are establishing a leadership programme that offers young people within the asylum system opportunities to gain the leadership and employability skills that they were robbed of as they were forced to flee their home countries. As an organisation, we're embarking on a journey that will challenge us to face our own bias, and in doing so will contribute to the decolonisation of the aid sector. And although this isn't comfortable, it's an important journey for us as an organisation as we strive for integration, which, unlike the current Foreign Secretary, we see as an amazing thing and as a necessary thing. And amidst all these heavy talks and overwhelming conversations, it's a great relief to remind ourselves that it's not our sole responsibility to save the world. It's not down to one individual or one organisation or one political party to drive social change. It's a collective effort. However, the one thing that we can do is build upon and harness our individual skill set and ask ourselves, what can we do with who we are and what we care about to be part of the movement for collective change? And when I think about the future of this country, it's my hope, well, first and foremost, and at the absolute very least, that we will have a functioning government. It's my hope that a trauma-informed approach to mental health becomes a priority, and that a robust mental health toolkit is established as part of the curriculum in schools, so that young people are actually given a chance to build the resilience and emotional intelligence needed to navigate the lonely and often dark worlds that is our inner thoughts and trauma. It is my hope that sustainable and affordable housing becomes a priority, and that the right to a home becomes less of a luxury and back to what it actually is, a human right. And lastly, in the words of Kate McNichol, who was a former mayor of Belfast, it is my hope that the compassion we have towards those suffering across the world, whether it be from famine, conflict or climate breakdown, can then be extended to them whenever they come here in the hope of a better life. Thank you.